Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Uh, Today's gonna be a little different than planned, at least for a bit here in the beginning. We're gonna be looking into some of what's going on today. Since last night, the U.S. began striking Iran, and by the time I woke up today, it looked like, at least seems to be word on the street, uh, the Ayatollah is dead. Which is funny because everybody's like, "Oh my god, don't start anything with Iran. Oh my god." They've got 95 million people who arguably the majority of them hate the Ayatollah and the Islamic regime. That aside, oh my god, don't do stuff. They're gonna go, we're gonna have war because of it. And much like I've been saying the entire time, the last time Iran found themselves under the 1988 Operation Praying Mantis. It was supposed to be controlled proportional response, and within 8 hours, the UN had to jump in and stop America. Tried to charge America with war crimes. America being good at what we do, we're like, it technically didn't say we couldn't. So, as the fat electrician would say, it's never a war crime the first time. Yeah, 8 hours. We just clapped their navy, sunk over half of it, destroyed their most modern, recently produced ships at the time, and left them in a reeling state of destruction. It's been 40 years since then. America's gotten a lot better at what they do. So I don't think this one even took 8 hours. I mean, this one arguably you could say, well, we're not over, but let's be real here. The Ayatollah is dead. The supreme leader of Iran is gone. The people have been rioting in the streets for like a month now. I'd argue it's pretty much over. From what I'm seeing online, it looks like people are basically just celebrating as if it is basically already over. We're gonna go take a look anyways, see what we got going on here. All around is celebrating the death of Khomeini. Yeah, well, as expected. Cry harder, lefties. Yeah, that's the thing I find funny. The left is like, no, no, you can't do that. No, no, you can't do that. They did it. The people there are happy. Does this sound like a majority of unhappy people? I don't think they're unhappy. Oh, didn't I see something about like Iran struck Dubai or the Emirates or something? I mean, that could totally just be like accidental and a missile went squirrel. 1 a.m. at night and everybody is celebrating. Oh, gee, look at all the Iranian people who are so mad that Khomeini got killed. We have pictures from back in the day of what it used to be like. Yeah, it used to be a normal fucking country for the most part. Trump bombing Iran was unconstitutional. What the fuck? Who goes and signs bombs? Look at these fucking retards. They're so happy. Holy shit, he really is super short. Fucking theatrics, bro. The theatrics is so dumb, and I'm tired of it. That's funny. Fucking Nick Shirley. Yeah, no longer to be fucking played with. We're done playing your game. Iran's nuked, gone. Panama Canal, ours. Maduro, captured. Ayatollah, dead. Greenland? Denmark? Denmark? Thought? Greenland? Clearly you want to keep us as your friend. We could really use Greenland for everyone's benefit, because you ain't doing shit with it, and you're like 57,000 people that live there. I don't know how accurate that is, because like Obama wasn't just like, I say we send him $2 billion. Congress did that shit. He was just the president. Much the same, Congress does lots of sketchy shit under lots of presidents. Why it's all divided up. I don't know if I can agree with this one. I don't know if you can lay it all at the feet of Obama. You could lay it all at the feet of people who were in Congress at the time, because they passed the budget, not Obama.
Incoming ad break.
In Venezuela, the people of Iran are trying to take out their own. Now that Team Trump has taken out one dictator in Venezuela, the people of Iran are trying to take out their own.
Yeah, they've been pissed for a while.
All right, so that's video from the uprising.
I still think we could have achieved more by just like dropping some like crates of equipment to the Iranian civilians. They outnumbered their government extremely heavily, but lacked sufficient arms. Because Tucker's a shill, dude. Fuck Tucker. That's a man.
In the first place, I think we have to disabuse.
Why punish the Christians for Islamic terror?
Because I don't think it's Islamic terror that's taking place in the first place. I think we have to disabuse ourselves of that notion
that is a dude. Look at that
between
stat.
Muslim and Jew. Or that, you know, constantly you heard after October, the October event was that Hamas. Even to this day, we hear it's Hamas.
Yeah.
That's also how you know it's propaganda, because she doesn't want to say October 7th.
She can't even say the day.
And this is not to justify everything that has been done by Israel. Of course not. We haven't counted any follow-ups yet, have we? Continue.
Hamas. What is Hamas? Hamas are people who have had their homes taken from them, who, if they live in Gaza, have not been able, basically been in an open-air prison for certainly the last 20 years.
Now, I would be just as bothered if a representative, and I am, if a representative of the Israeli government acts as though they are completely blameless without blood on their hands, or tells you that you're an anti-Semite if you question the Israeli government. I'd be just as upset. Hamas is just, but hold on a second. Is there anything bad? Do they want the destruction of Jews? Do they want the destruction of America? No pushback, none whatsoever. Go watch the whole interview. Let's compare that with Ted Cruz.
The Iranian economy was in shambles. They had massive inflation. I think the regime was teetering. I think it might have fallen. I would use economic sanctions and I would use moral suasion to try to effectuate
But if you
regime
topple,
change.
okay, so you topple the regime and by whatever means, what happens then? How many people live in Iran, by the way?
I don't
2.
know the population.
At all?
No, I don't know the population.
You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple?
How many people live in Iran?
92 million.
Okay.
Is it growing or shrinking?
Yeah,
How could you not know that?
How many Christians?
I don't sit around memorizing population tables.
Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government.
Why is it relevant whether it's,
Well, because-
it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is
Because
that
if
relevant?
you don't know anything about the country,
I didn't say I don't know anything about
okay, what's the ethnic mix of Iran?
They are Persians and
What percent?
predominantly Shia. Okay, this is cute.
it's not
Okay.
even. You don't know anything about Iran, so
Okay,
actually,
I
the
am not
country.
the Tucker Carlson
No, but
expert on Iran.
You're a
who
senator
says,
who's calling
okay,
for the
you're the one who
overthrow of the
claims-
government.
You're the
and
one
you
who
don't know anything
claims.
about the country.
So 7-0. I can't even emotions. 7-0.
Mm,
Why punish the Christians for Islamic terror?
okay, let's just rerun the search, see what new posts come up. Nothing? Nothing? Oh, late. Oh, they did strike the UAE. Oh, that's not good. That's not how to make friends. The fuck? That's goop. That's fucking goop. Retard. Okay, so there's no definitive evidence of that yet. Well, the UAE should do something about it. Oh, the outcome is known. Iran's gonna get their cheeks clapped so loud we'll hear it from fucking California. Alright, mapping. I like mapping. That's it? Bruh, that's fucking it? I mean, Tehran, I mean, to be fair, it's probably all just precision shit taking out important people because they realize that we can do that shit and it's a lot easier and there's a lot less to clean up afterwards. But maybe I'm the only one who sees that. That can't be. I'm just some retard. But I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom and we'll just appreciate this nice map here.
Incoming ad break.
All right, my apologies. I got sidetracked by a different screen playing interesting stuff. So apparently, Iran's been attacking the UAE, American hotels, it looks like, mostly, which is only further upsetting the UAE and everyone else in the region. Which a lot of these people down here are, well, they're money, and Iran can't pay for water currently. So, not the smartest choice. Rid of some of these. Around retaliates. Yeah. Eat my ass. Nobody's paying you for your shit bullshit, New York Times. That's why you're a dying media source. Because you provide stilted garbage and then you still try to charge people. So many fucking crybabies. Like, bro, you start shit, you get hit. That's the way it goes. They killed thousands of fucking innocent civilians and ran their mouth. The long and short, you run your mouth, you get consequences, right? That's what the left loves. Like, oh, he said a word, we get to do violence. Like, okay, well, they said words, we get to do violence, right? That's the Democrat logic. They said aggressive words. They hurted our feelers, leftists. It's okay. It's okay. We can do this to them. We're using your rule set. They hurted our feelers, so we're going to eradicate them. Right? That's how you guys operate, right? That's the standard leftist modus operandi, right? Fucking idiots. The raw hypocrisy of it all, though, does kind of make me laugh, I got to admit. There are going to be a lot of leftists just crying I got idiot leftists in my family right now who are crying, oh, Congress didn't approve it. Yeah, because half of Congress is a bunch of fucking shills that would gargle Islamic cock for a fucking paycheck, like Tucker Carlson. So, like, yeah, no, I don't give a fuck what they say. You know who else didn't give a fuck what Congress had to say about who they could drop bombs on? Without congressional approval? Let's see. Everybody's favy fave. Favy fave. To be honest, he wasn't really like a horrible president in terms of like policy and a lot of the things he got done. Some of the things he tried to get done got fucked up because like Congress has their grubby dick beaters in it and shit, but it wasn't horrible. We've had worse. I'll put it that way. We've had worse. Everyone thought it was going to be a fucking the end of the whatever. We've had worse. He laid some groundwork that was later used for some semi fucked up shit. But like, bro, you know, that shit happens. It happens all over the place. I can't really. And to be fair, he basically just built on top of fucked up shit that George Bush had fucking laid his foundation. So like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna sit here and be disingenuous. Like, it was all Obama. Like, nah. They all do some fucked up shit. They make some ideas that they see one way and someone sees it a different way. It gets used in weird and exigent ways down the road. Like right now with Trump using weird, obscure old things to do tariff, the EPA, the fucking all of that. Like, no one even thought about using it that way, but unfortunately, human beings are fucking creative. So when you codify it in solid set words, you create the obstacle course for someone to attempt to run and find the shortcut. Flaws, the problems. You know, it is what it is. But yeah. How many did old Obama drop? 25,000 bombs in at least 7 nations. Okay, so when Donald Trump has dropped 25,000 bombs in at least 7 nations, we can then have a conversation. Until then, leftists, shut the fuck up. You didn't have congressional approval. Shut the fuck up. Congratulations, you found the wrong side of another 80-20 issue. Right? The left loves to be on the bad side of 80-20s, 90-10s, 98-2s. Like, they're just dumb. It doesn't look that bad. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, explosions are dangerous and all that. I'm not saying they're not, but like, the windows are broken. You got a lot of windows to replace, but it looks like a pretty weak bomb. Just in my opinion. Disaster, yeah. I wouldn't exactly call that disaster. It's a mess, though. You got a mess to sweep up. I don't care about boomers fucking pining. It says it, but I want proof. I don't trust fucking shit about fuck anymore. With the hook-nosed Epstein corpse and Ghislaine Fakeswell, like, Fuck out of here. Show me the body. Show me the body. Strip it naked. Slather it in bacon grease. Nuclear negotiations with fucking who? The corpse Atola? I hate the way fucking Twitter's fucking comments work. You gotta like open shit into a bajillion additional pages. Just is shitty.
ZZZZ.
Thinking about this, but you know,
Bongino.
President Trump is the first president to make a decisive call on this and to say we've had enough. And keep in mind, Laura, I understand this is not going to be another Iraq war. I'm convinced that's not how President Trump, I believe, is thinking about this. But you know, the folks out there who are criticizing him, you have to understand, like, he gave them a long runway for diplomacy. He's been talking about since 2016 the fact that bombing and taking out and decapitating the regime is an option. He gave them a number of opportunities to take an off-ramp, and they just didn't take it. And now they're dead. You know, President Trump was...
Yeah. And now they're dead. Yeah, that shit'll happen. That shit will happen. It be happening to your butt. That looks like AI. Like, no smoke, no anything. These aren't big buildings.
Welcome, Blue Mahik Man.
Blue Magic Man, Bando. Blue Magic Man. I'm sorry the AI butchered your name. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I don't know. I don't even know what it said. It just confused the hell out of me. Blue Mahi. What? Magic, bro. It's a G. It's a G, Pando. Didn't we do this already? The nuclear science? Isn't that like old news? I think that's old news. Oh, that's loud. Those people look pretty pumped. Maybe I'm really bad at body language because, you know, like autism or something, but like these look like happy people. That man's just smoking his cigarette next to his subcompact car. It sounds like a bunch of teenagers at a parking lot car meet, bro. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think that's just people happy, having a good time. Strange. I don't think I can think of a single war in human history where the people in the country being attacked were safe enough to just like be out in the street having. I mean, I would argue that's a block party. That might be even more than a block party. That might be like the county fair equivalent. You know what I mean? I'm just like using referential terms to determine like size. Yeah, Trump claps cheek. We know. Goldie solid.
Iranian here, with a message for every single American who voted for President Trump. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. God bless President Trump, God bless the US military, and God bless America. We can't wait until Iran is free and we can welcome you back to our country with open arms and be the allies that we used to be before the Islamic regime took over our country in 1979. That's it. Thank you. Thank you so much, and God bless America. Iranian here.
No, but the leftists will tell you the Iranian people are super mad right now, and America is monsters. See, look, these are the mad people. Look at how mad they are. So fucking mad, bro. Big mad. They're just clearly so mad. It's like a Black Lives Matter protest. Oh wait, no, it's not, because they're all carrying the flag of their country. Never mind. I was wrong. That's celebration. I was wrong. Don't shoot the messenger. No, I'm kidding. I'm being facetious as fuck. Are you a thirsty Ray? I gotta go get you more water. I gotta go get you more. I'm sorry. You drink so much. I could only filter so much water at a time. I will be back, everyone. Excuse me. Cow hollering at me. Hey. Oh. All right. Hydrated doggo. Hydrated doggos. Hydrated doggos. All right, back to this. What? Around here, a revolution? Would you call it a revolution yet? Oh, fucking Keir Starmer. What an idiot. He looks like such a nutsack. And you can see his chin tucks go.
Incoming ad break.
In ME 163. Fucking retard. As you can see from all the retards that support Iran, our problems will persist for some generations yet, but it'll work itself out. Maybe. As long as we keep on the track to stripping leftists of power, getting rid of their retarded ideals, and getting back on track with the shit that works and gets shit done. You know, the shit that made America the dominant country in a quarter of the time it took England to exist, and England once controlled almost the entire world, and it never reached even close to the height of a country that hasn't arguably stepped outside of its little confined area since whenever we last expanded. Like we don't invade places. We like fuck shit up and proxy. It's easier to proxy. It works better. Oh, Perk, that's mean. You can't say that. I mean, I'm just talking about strategy. I'm not saying go out and proxy people. But I'd argue he's don't settle for he's dead till you've seen the corpse. And still destroy the whole power structure. Like, the fuck are we talking about here? You had a pyramid of idiots led by an idiot. Killing the main idiot does not, by any means, dismantle the pyramid of idiots. So just like start chipping down the line. Chip, chip, chipping away. retarded. The half century of policy has been fucking trash.
Her. Julia, how is the Iranian community
See what these
responding?
leftist shills say.
Well, this gathering has only grown, Jessica, over the past few hours, since we've gotten here. It has amassed a large number of people, and the celebration is striking. We got here just moments after initial reports, initial rumors of the death of Ayatollah Khamenei had just started to trickle from Iran to this diaspora community, and people were jumping in excitement, hugging each other, crying, saying that basically they've been waiting 47 years for this very day, Jessica. It is the reason so many of them have come out here today. I want you to hear from one of them specifically, his thoughts right after learning that the supreme leader of Iran was dead.
When is the last time you saw?
All right, so long and short, we basically just killed their Hitler, and you just got to continue dismantling the power structure. There's, you have sub tiers and things like that.
Whoa! Oh my God, Nafal! Shh. Oh my God. Oh my God, Nafal بشمش. Oh my God, Nafal بشمش. أخي نفل بشمش. Whoa! Oh my God!
I wouldn't really say they're in panic. Panic would definitely not be like hanging out by the windows looking for them. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Does anybody have thoughts on what I've been affectionately calling Operation Praying Mantis 2.0?
Check out
Joke
the Pet
being,
Cafe.
Praying Mantis was the 1988 incident where one of their mines struck one of our boats, and we proportionally responded, and within 8 hours, international agencies had to step in and stop America's hand and try to charge us with war crimes, and we were like, nah. They're like, we're pretty sure blowing up their oil derricks is a war crime, and we're like, nah. We read the treaty. It doesn't mention that. And they were like, what? Hold on. Son of a bitch. He's right. Didn't say nothing about oil derricks. You don't specify. Then how would we have known? Yeah, America's good at that. We're good at the litigious shit. We're good at the logistical shit. We're good at the fighting shit. We're just better than. Not better than everybody. Just better than Iran. Bedded into British, bedded into Germans. I mean, it is what it is. History books exist. And I'd argue realistically the biggest threats to America nowadays are not foreign nations and militaries and anything like that. Because let's be honest, there's not a nation on this planet that could keep up. So it's just the enemies within we have to deal with. We gotta start voting right, people. Vote with our brain. Get rid of these idiots trying to usurp logic with what it makes me feel good. We let him out. We know it's his 47th violent felony, but we let him out with no cash bond. We're sorry he stabbed a lady to death on the train. Can we fucking finally be done with that era of retarded bullshit, or is that somehow still like something people are gonna keep bringing to the table? Because like if that keeps coming to the table, I don't want to be at this potluck, bro. Like I don't. Why I live in the middle of fucking nowhere? Because like I don't want to be part of none of y'all's potluck. Y'all's potlucks got fucked up shit. You got piles of confiscated urethras disguised as mac and cheese. Like, nah, ain't fucking with it. Fuck that shit. Nope, no thank you. No thank you. You can keep your confiscated urethras. Fucking insanity. I don't care what fucking Bibi Netanyahu has to say. Idiots in America.
Hands off Iran now!
A herd of wild retards has appeared in New York. Nah, who's kidding? We all knew they were there. Sucks to suck. Shit happens. Iran struck the UAE, who ain't even do none. Sucks to suck, bro. What? Hold up. Wait a minute. I want to go look at the Google Earth. Hold on. I think I'm just going to have to go find that video.
Really fucking bad guy. Now, planet.
Hold on. Posini. Apparently, this was his house. I assume all of this. Yeah, I don't see the road. So is that Azerbaijan Street and that's Bomb Wires Avenue and yeah, you got bullshit in the trees, a strip of trees, Bomb Wires Avenue, Azerbaijan Street, and a medical center across the trees, which typical. hide by a church or hide by a medical center. Like, you're gonna blow up a hospital at the war crime. The hospital looks mostly untouched. I mean, I'm sure their windows are blown the fuck out. Which, I mean, it sucks to suck. Damn, they rocked that house. Thoughts on how many pieces of ordnance used? I'd argue maybe two or three. See, based on the size, you kind of just had a big, ugly, whatever. Is all of that house? Yeah, it has to be, huh? Because it turns into like all rubble. That's the other bullshit. That's that ugly square thing. Yeah, so that like whole segment in there was like pretty much mostly all house. I'd argue maybe three, judging by what I'm seeing on the blast patterning. I'd argue one right here, one right next to it, and likely a third right here because maybe four, maybe three, something like two to four. I'd argue 2 to 4, maybe one up in there, but like one or two, an additional one. Yeah, the fuck you do? Like, there ain't shit you can do. You're just in your house, minding your business, taking a shit. Fucking. Well, I can tell you what you do. Called don't be an asshole. Don't start shit with everyone around you and fucking threaten people and be a piece of shit. Don't be a piece of shit, and you won't have that kind of shit happen. I mean, if you want to be a piece of shit, just be a little piece of shit. Don't be a huge piece of shit with a country and something you could discern to be an army and like pretend to be political whatever. Or don't be a piece of shit political whatever. Like, I don't know what to fuck tell you. Like, I can tell you that I'm happy to see America not being fucking sissy la stupid ass fucking Keir Starmer shit. That's nice. That's nice. It's nice to see that for sure. It is funny. The Israeli and American strikes are so precise that like the Iranian people are kind of just going about their daily lives on the street while like stuff happens. No carpet bombings, no mass, anything. Just precision strikes, precision ordnance on precision target. Imagine being so bad at what you do that you attack random people around you at random who aren't even arguably really involved. And the best you could do was some minor damage at the airport and injure 4 people. And your military's just getting fucking smoked.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it, boys and girls. It's a fantastic day. The dog is their country back.
Yeah, he did.
That's what I've all
complacency in assuming that they would be home or in their offices during daylight hours.
Fighting and dying in Ukraine for the last 3 years. This is how you do it, bitch. God, it looks like
Grab the
Allah
precision.
is fighting on our side. Anyway, so the moment after Israel got the Israel war room, the moment after the bomb dropped on Khomeini's compound, they posted this. This is shit posting of the highest caliber. I've never seen anything like it before in my entire life. Bro.
The shit posting is fire. I'm not gonna lie. The fucking magnifique.
the El Presidente chart. Let's go. We got Maduro in January, El Mencho in February. All right, we're starting
It's
March strong.
technically not March, though. It's still February.
Every month, the
Little
new El
early.
Presidente. You're going to see. It's going to be amazing. We have a president with balls. This is how it feels like to not need to live in a cucked world where all these retards in the Middle East are messing shit up for everybody else. Don't need to deal with that. All right, so according to the Israeli media, which is almost always correct when it comes to Mossad investigations and shit, Israeli media says growing indications that Iran's Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei was killed in the U.S. in Israeli strike. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it, boys and girls. It's a fantastic day. The dog is dead. It's unbelievable stuff. So if you actually look at the videos of Khamenei's residence getting obliterated, yeah. Bro, I love how you have Iranian people living their everyday life, and because the United States and Israeli...
That's funny. That's what I was saying. Just like minding their business, walking their... Well, I guess they don't have dogs because Islam hates dogs, but walking their wives down the sidewalk, I guess.
These strikes are so pinpointed, they don't have anything to worry about. Holy crap, bro. That's honestly incredible. It really is. It's unbelievable.
Targeting
this is
one of the...
Putin's been fighting and dying in Ukraine for the last 3 years. This is how you do it, bitch. Bro, no one can do it like we can. We're quite literally unique.
That's what I was saying. No, it's not that we're unique. It's just that, unlike Russia, all of our countries, the majority of our country, the big majority, 90% is all usable land where people can live, not barren fucking tundra wasteland like the Russian taiga. And that makes a big difference. We've got all kinds of railroads and blah blah infrastructure integration, so everything's like feasible. I don't think Russia does. I mean, now I'm curious because like this is how my brain works. Russia with roads. No, blow it up. Okay, so like yeah, this kind of illustrates my point very, very well. I mean, not perfectly, because obviously this doesn't show like street level roads and shit like that. So, you know, whatever. But again, I don't need to make that all big. Yeah, exit full screen. God damn you. I don't want full screen. Whatever. Point being, you don't have great road coverage. You know what I mean? You don't have great integration. You don't have... You basically have this. And outside of that, it very quickly turns into very little. You've got long empty spaces, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with long empty spaces, but then you've kind of only got like a spattering slapdashery of, you know, a few things here and there, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Weak on the infrastructure. Anybody see the difference? For one, Russia didn't even have orange interstate. But do you see the difference? Like even in the like most devoid places of the US, like you got this little chunk here, which is basically because that's all mountain. Like you've got the Sierra Nevadas and Cascades all right in here. So like, yeah, no, it makes sense. Fucking huge mountain range, not exactly gonna be building mad roads crisscrossing it, but you've got enough. Up here gets a little sparse because the bulk of the mountains is right here in the like Oregon, California, Nevada corner. Good portion of this is also just empty, like low desert. But yeah, so the difference is just glaring fucking differences. Like Russia's roads, America's roads. So yeah, I can understand how Russia, despite its size, arguably does not compare. Just out of curiosity, let's get rid of that one, and we can get rid of that one, and let's see. Figure we might as well look at near peers. They've got better coverage. Still, whatever, less density, but arguably you don't need it to be insanely dense for like national level production chain type stuff. This mass US chopping up is more for like people, distribution of goods, that kind of stuff, private industry, which arguably is, it's still just as valuable strategically. So you could argue that by improving the coverage to make people's lives better, the nation also benefits. Look, while we're at it, let's look at everybody wants to carry on. Iran's got 95 million people. Why is it with 95 million people, they're not doing something right? They got decent coverage of transport infrastructure up here. I assume this is desert, whatever. You got reasonable infrastructure balance. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I see that maybe they don't have like the greatest resource availability because, like, I don't think Iran's really that large. The size of what state? Alaska, the largest of the states. Okay, so it is a reasonably good size. Huh. Okay, so Alaska's a little bit bigger. Okay, well.
So anyway, this is the news.
Of the first strikes was targeting Iran's supreme leader's compound,
as it should have.
Ali Khamenei, who's been in.
Yeah, the precision on that, bro. Azerbaijan Street is fine. Bombwire Avenue, totally just chilling. In trees around the compound, mostly all good. Like,
Who has been the leader of Iran since 1989.
Yeah.
If you can imagine, he's the longest serving.
He died like a dog.
Leader in the Middle East.
Was the longest serving leader in the Middle East. He died like a dog. I don't know if you got the news. He dead. He's dead. It's not confirmed. It'll be confirmed by the time this video comes out, okay? Listen, it's not confirmed now, but it'll be confirmed by the time the video comes. You'll see.
His compound was targeted, and I
have faith in the lethality. I have faith in the lethality of our freaking military.
think they probably wanted to lure the Iranian leadership into some bit of complacency and assuming that they would be home or in their offices during daylight hours. It also is a sign that they feel pretty confident that they control the air above Iran and that
of
the
course
air
we do.
defense systems are not.
Yeah, this was done
yeah, after we made
super well. I'm actually going to show.
After we made fucking what, Venezuela? Was it Venezuela? Whoever the fuck. Maduro. Fucking Maduro's military and their anti-aircraft look like jokes. Yeah, bro. I don't know what you want. I don't know what people think. Like, we have the best technology in the world because free enterprise works that way. Especially when the country just keeps writing basically blank checks for military technology advancements. Yeah. Shocking. Something like fucking Skunk Works can sink billions of dollars into R&D to net hundreds of billions of dollars in government contract. Yeah, yeah, how it works.
Show you exactly what the.
Unlike Iran, we're not like throwing our money into stupid shit. I mean, they're throwing money at stupid shit while Democrats go like host conventions and luxury hotels and dumb shit like that too. I'm not saying it doesn't get used on dumb shit. I just mean less of it. We use enough of it the right way.
This was. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to show you exactly how the operation went. How the operation happened. It's the craziest thing ever.
As strong as they were.
They couldn't even mount a counterattack against us at all.
Last summer, they were targeting, one of the first strikes was targeting Iran's supreme leader's compound, Ali Khamenei, who has been the leader of Iran since.
And like, what kind of counter were they gonna field? Like, you've got precision fucking cruise missiles inbound. What? You got a golden dome hidden under your hat?
1989, if you can imagine, he's the longest serving.
I think Ukraine has shown us Chinese and Russian anti-air weapons do not cut the fucking mustard when it comes to things like rocket, missile, artillery interception. You know, the things we've got. We can make guns that do it using bullets, let alone missiles that can do it using crackers. Like, it fucking baffles me that people don't realize. And again, like, these are the things that the American government like lets be known about. The shit they let us know about is better than what our enemies have. Didn't they just announce recently that like aliens were real and all of that, and they're not really sure where the technologies ended up because they all went to government contractors who obviously were sworn to secrecy. So now all those government contractors are, they're keeping up their end of the deal. They're like, hey, do you have any like any alien stuff. They're like, what? Aliens? Aliens aren't real. Because, yeah, obviously they already agreed to the government that that's what they would say if they were ever asked. So, like, they're keeping up their end of the deal. That's logical. The problem is it all happened so long ago that there's not really record of it. And nobody's like, yeah, we've got fucking Jethro, the alien, down in fucking basement sublevel X.
A leader in the Middle East.
Was the longest serving leader in the Middle East. Anyway, dude, my wife literally just sent me this while I'm recording. Breaking news, he's dead. I told you, man. I told you
They've retrieved the body.
I told you. Oh, died like a dog. Died like a dog. And the funniest thing is, and this is hilarious, I'm going to show you all the crash outs. No, leave my Islamic terrorist dictator alone. Dude, the leftists losing their mind is my favorite part of all of this. It really is. So not only was he killed, but actually, apparently, also, his son-in-law and daughter-in-law were killed in that strike.
Targeting, one of the first strikes was targeting...
Sucks to suck. Let's go look at the comments. They're going to be, I have a feeling they're going to be spicy in a funny way. We don't respond strongly. Gone in the first day. 81% of their country wanted this to happen. Yeah, so that the left can choke themselves. Let's be real, they probably already do. For sexual reasons. And that's heinous. The left is heinous. Oh, shit, was it a black sky Dorito operation? I think it's funny that we're still using the black sky Dorito for, like, how long? 40, 60 years, something like that. $1981.
Nice to meet you. I'm
When did it
Perk60
hit the
Wolf. Don't
air?
forget to follow.
Production wrapped up in 2000. Spicy Sky Dorito. So they began production basically in the early, late 80s. First flight, 89. Being replaced by a drone version. I wonder if it is the drone version being flown. 3 middle dinguses. 1 middle dingus. Okay, you would know. Never mind. Never mind. B-21 will have nuclear air-to-ground cruise missiles, nuclear glide bombs, nuclear bunker busters. Okay, so then is the the LRSO is new then. 1,500 miles, B-61 Mach 12. Okay, so B-52 will get air-to-ground cruise missiles. B-2 will get nuclear glide bombs and likely bunker busters. Huh. That's vaguely horrifying. Faceted designs. What? I have blue. Oh, early F-117, it looks like. That's cool. Oh, indeed. Let's go back to this.
Incoming ad break.
My dude was 85, kind of a waste of ordnance, in my opinion. But, you know, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Was martyred. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Give us the pictures. I don't trust anything nowadays. I don't trust the words. The words can't be trusted. What, you're gonna tell me nobody leaked this shit? Like, I call bullshit. Show me the meat bag. That looks old. Yeah, 1983. Fuck that. That's not useful. Operation Epic Fury Roaring Lion. Boo! It should have been Praying Mantis 2.0. There were no losses. Firing missiles. Jets to hit 500 plus targets. 0 losses confirmed. Missile retaliation mostly intercepted. Standard, par for the course. Yeah, there will be no World War III. There never was going to be. Iran doesn't have the fucking ability to do anything about this. They're getting their cheeks clapped. They acted way bigger than they were, and now they're catching the hand. They're basically Jake Paul in the Tyson fight, but there's no longer a contract to limit his opponent. Wild. Wild watching the ways people are trying to spin this all though. Like, oh, World War III, America's getting. I don't think there's even going to be a need for boots on ground. 81% of their country hates them. We're just going to shoot them with, precision splody stick. Precision splody sticks, drones, and GPS guided ordnance. I don't see it. I don't, you know what I mean? Khomeini's dead, so now there will be a power vacuum that has to be filled. It's just the way it has to work. Nature abhors a vacuum. It's going to seek to fill that void. And whoever fills it'll have one of a few choices, but basically, maintain course, as Khomeini did, or alter course and hope they cede that you've altered far enough off course, or be exploded. That seems to be on the table now. So like that's also an option. Is wake up to a spicy stick screaming into your window. It'll be what it'll be. The logical thing would be to just like let the Persian people have their fucking country back and take the L. And you can just like add it to the long list of L's that Islam has taken over the last 1,000 years, because like all you've been doing is taking, well, not the full 1,000. I think you guys had a couple wins. You had a couple, well, maybe not wins, but a couple successes. Fuck the key Congress members, fucking traitors. Obama dropped 25,000 bombs. When we cross 25,000, we can talk. Seem fair? I'd say that seems fair. You were fine with it then. You set the baseline. Sucks to suck. MiG 29s. I didn't have no MiG 29s. Likely for defense and morale. Yeah, how'd that work out? How did that work out? Huh. Looks like an uncoordinated Iran hit U.S. bases in Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, and Israel. Civilian areas and high rises affected in Gulf states. No direct open sea naval strike. Could reflect command structure fractures. We don't need any of them, bro. It's what you don't get. Like, Iran's been suckling the Democrat teat for money. We don't need the neighbors. Like, we don't need nobody. Right? And we have Israel. Israel is right there, and way more on top of shit than like anybody else. So love them or hate them, they got their data. I don't know what else to tell you. Jesus, Venezuela did better. We had no losses, but there was a man injured. That's at least something. Wait, hit with 4 missiles, 12 drones, confirmed casualties. Really? R-380 missiles. Oh, Iran says, fuck you. Let's see what ground's got just harassing me about. What y'all want? Another wave of strikes has been launched. All right. Detected a meeting on Saturday morning, moved strikes forward. U.S. and Israeli sources said the operation was timed to coincide with a meeting of him and his top aides. Oof. Oof. Blech. Emergency service in Israel, 21 injured in Tel Aviv. Abu Dhabi killed 1 and wounded 7. Huh. Well, Khomeini's dead. A good portion of the upper tier is probably dead too. If he was meeting with his top aides, I don't think the likelihood of surviving that building are very high. Khomeini, why are you not tweeting? Oof. That feels petty. Huh? Had a bit of an internet flicker. Iran's attacking. No, I'm kidding. The cyber. I'm still kidding. Fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I like stupid jokes, y'all. Forgive me. Forgive me. Israel hacked their prayer notification app. That's wild. I feel like that's AI. I'm almost certain that's AI. He's not alive. You people are full of it. What was it Iran was saying? If you sow the wind, you will reap the whirlwind. Well, I think they fucked up and they sowed the wind, and like maybe they was right. Blah blah blah. Iran confirms his death. Hey, you're full of shit. Although, like, if I were him and I did survive, that'd be definitely like, nah, confirm that that shit killed me, or they're gonna keep shooting them spicy sticks at me. Get smoked. Oh, strikes on. Of course you're not, Kiers. You fucking cucked out derps aren't involved in anything. You're probably just gonna immigrate a bunch more people into your country to rape your citizens. Fucking retard. This is a cheek clap and fucking is this containment or the first step towards escalation? This is cheek clapping. Clappity 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 clappity. Like the fuck you mean? They fucked around. We've entered the find out phase. Nobody wants Iran. They have a bunch of people. Controlling a bunch of people by force is a
Incoming
pain in the
ad break.
ass. We ain't got time for that shit. Unlike y'all, we ain't just got time like that. We got lives to live and shit to do. Only Democrats have free time like that. I mean, I'd just keep striking, keep clapping that power structure. Yeah, no, everybody hates you, Iran. Even the Saudis, the Qataris, they all hate you. Literally all hate you. There was never solidarity. Islam is tribal by nature. Why it has varying sects and you guys kill each other? Like, what do you mean? Is what the audacity of just the delusion? It's just I don't know, man. People are fucking cooked. Their brains are fried. Fried brain. No, that's weeks old. That's months old. Man just broke the ceasefire. That's from fucking June. Latest. Give me latest. Obviously, we're not getting relevant shit with top. Because nobody wants to talk about the shit. All the left wants to piss and moan and throw fits. But the reality is, like, it even the like lowest grade of scrutiny and critical thinking would tell you this is this is not a bad thing. I don't know. Why would you opt to like keep the people who've been just threatening and extorting you for generations? Like, it's fucking retarded. People are fucking retarded. So everybody with American technology can intercept missiles. Everybody with Russian and Chinese technology, they don't seem to be able to do so. Interesting. 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 Very interesting. Well, there are near peers there. They're relevant threats. Something. We should give them money. I don't know. I don't know how Democrats form their argument. It doesn't make sense to me. But it's funny.
Nice to meet you. I'm Perk60 Wolf. Don't forget to follow.
Hypersonic missile bullshit. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it was on March 1st. Hey, one El Presidente a month. We're 3 for 3 so far. He didn't predict anything. Everybody knew this shit was coming, bro. Come on. Intellectual honesty, people. Fucking have some. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know, but like, I don't know, man. I'm forever skeptical about fucking everything. You know what I mean? Because like, put yourself in his shoes just for today. Even if it didn't kill you, the smartest thing to report would be that you are dead. No, I mean, I believe it was successful because that house was wrecked. Well, like, I'm still fucking skeptical. But yeah, I don't know. I'll forever be skeptical about all of it. I mean, of the 21st century, yeah, we've had like 5 presidents, and 4 of them sucked. I would argue George Bush was functionally retarded. I wouldn't even say functionally. He was just like good at hiding it. I don't know. Obama wasn't a horrible president. I can't lie. Is he the best? No, but he wasn't bad. And like I think I mentioned it earlier, and I've mentioned it before in the past. The funny part is Obama did achieve a lot of things that like hardcore Republicans had been like, "Meh," fucking giving lip service for fucking who knows how long and never getting shit fucking done. So then like he at least got some shit done. Granted, it was done in kind of a fucked up and retarded way, but arguably that's not, you know what I mean? It's not like he wrote the fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of things tend to forget that about America. Like, Congress does the majority of everything, but it's always like, president this, president this. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand that like presidents do take some actions on their own. Like Obama dropped 25,000 bombs without congressional approval and blah 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 and whoop whoop. But like, I mean, you know, the things that people want to like point out as being like the shining beacons of Obama failure and shit, I would argue that Obama really didn't even have like a huge hand in. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the Affordable Care Act, blah blah blah. It basically just welfare for insurance companies. Like, okay, but like Obama didn't write it. At most, he allowed it to become a law by not vetoing it as the president. You know what I mean? Like, it had to clear several hurdles before it even reached a point where he could do anything to do with it. So like, You know what I mean? To like roll that up and hang that on his collar is fucking disingenuous, in my opinion. That goes on like Congress, the people who wrote the shit up. Like, so yeah, again, I would argue a good majority of stuff realistically falls to Congress and the Congress people in the positions at the times. But Trump's done good at disrupting the status quo. He's lit fires under people, things not like literally, you know what I mean, like metaphorically lit fires under like wishy-washy Republicans to actually like know that they can take some like harder stances and not just be immediately fucking martyred in the street kind of thing. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like it's just too early in the 21st century to like make that assessment. But of the bit of the 24th century, or 21st century, God, I don't know why I said fourth. Sorry, I'm like also watching news on other channels and things. And yeah, of the few presidents of the 21st century, I would argue, yeah, probably Trump was the best president of the 21st century, just because he's done more for the people. He's like done far more for like the actual people of the country, as opposed to like fucking dumb shit helping other countries and fucking taxing us. Like, bro, that's the thing. Like, everything Trump's tried to do that they want to fight him on, for the most part, is like pushing things back to where they used to be. And like everyone's freaking out about it. So like, but you did limit it to the 21st century. So yeah, I guess. I wouldn't argue he's the best president in general, but he gets shit done. He gets shit done to a certain degree. But that's also an unfair assessment, because like, depending who you're comparing it against, you've got a whole different set of like rules. You know what I mean? Because like you can look at like, what was it? Thomas Jefferson? Was he the one who hated pirates? I don't know. I know one of the first presidents basically ran on like not first, but like, of the first couple handful, ran on a policy of $1 million in defense before a penny in tribute, and then like raised a navy in 1790 and went and just decimated the Barbary pirate. So like, to a certain degree, modern presidents are far more heavily limited than say presidents of old. But I guess, yeah, within the context, yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Perk60 Wolf. Don't forget to follow.
"40 days of mourning declared." Nobody's gonna fucking mourn that man. Well, I mean, I guess maybe the Muslims will, but the Iranian people, the bulk of them aren't. They hate you, bro. They hate you. I don't know why that's hard to understand. Like, is the world just delusional? Is that what it is? Or am I like crazy? I don't know. I feel like fucking people exist in a reality that is not the reality that I exist in. Like, See what Gemini's got for CBS News interactive map. That might be decent. This is the one we looked at earlier. And is shut up. You motherfucker. New sir. Let's see what the propaganda has to say. Last updated 10 minutes ago. Oh, we can listen to it.
Mapping U.S. and Israeli attacks on Iran and Tehran's retaliatory strikes by AJ Labs. The United States and Israel on Saturday launched an attack on Iran, with explosions seen across Tehran and in multiple cities across the country. Tehran has responded by launching waves of missiles and drones at Israel and towards several military bases in the Middle East where U.S. forces operate. Iran had previously warned that if it were attacked, it would respond by targeting U.S. military facilities across the region. This operation will continue relentlessly until the enemy is decisively defeated, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, said. All U.S. assets throughout the region are considered legitimate targets for Iran's army, it added. Details of casualties and damage are still being collected. U.S.
That's
and Israeli
retarded.
attacks on Iran
You're just gonna
at about
attack anything around you.
9:27 a.m., 6:27 Greenwich Mean Time. Iran's semi-official Fars news agency reported a series of explosions in the capital, Tehran. Al Jazeera's correspondent in western Tehran said he heard 2 explosions, while videos shared on social media showed smoke rising from several parts of the city. Tehran missiles struck several areas of Tehran, including districts where key government ministries and military compounds are located. Iranian media reported strikes on the Ministry of Intelligence, the Ministry of Defense, the Atomic Energy Organization of Iran, and the Parchin military complex. Several missiles also hit University Street and the Jamhuri area of the capital, according to the Fars news agency. Mehr news agency reported that at least 2 students were killed in an attack on a school east of the capital. Iran's National Security Council has advised residents to leave Tehran amid fears of further escalation. Minab. In the southern city of Minab, an Israeli strike hit an elementary girls' school, killing at least 51 people, state media reported. Isfahan. While it is not yet clear what was hit, the central city of Isfahan was previously targeted in strikes in 2025 by the U.S. and Israel, when military and nuclear-linked facilities in the area were attacked. Isfahan is considered a key hub for Iran's ballistic missile program, with production plants and research facilities in and around the city. Other locations that were struck include Kermanshah, Qom, Tabriz, Elam, Karaj, Lorestan Province, Zanjan, Urmia, Bushehr, Damavand, and Shiraz. These locations are shown in the map below. Al Jazeera will update it as more information becomes available. Iranian attacks on Israel and U.S. targets in the Gulf.
Incoming
At their
ad break.
closest points, Israel and Iran are less than 1,000 kilometers, 620 miles apart. The distance from Tel Aviv to Iran's capital, Tehran, is about 1,600 kilometers, 1,000 miles. Iran has retaliated by attacking U.S. bases across the Middle East. Most of these attacks have been intercepted. Israel has declared a special state of emergency. Multiple explosions were reported in the skies above northern and central parts of Israel, including in the Tel Aviv area and Haifa, where sirens have been sounding continuously. The Israeli army said it was intercepting a new wave of Iranian missiles, prompting people to shelter in bunkers. A 9-story building was hit in northern Israel after Iranian missiles had been intercepted, leaving 1 man with minor injuries after he was struck by shrapnel from interceptor missiles, according to Israel's Channel 12 broadcaster. Qatar smoke was seen billowing from a residential area on the outskirts of the capital, caused by falling debris from an intercepted missile. Several interceptions were made. The Ministry of Defense says it thwarted several attacks on the country. UAE, Pakistani national, was killed in the UAE after being struck by falling debris, according to the Ministry of Defense. The ministry says it has intercepted a wave of missiles. There were also reports of explosions heard in Dubai, which might have been caused by the interceptions. Bahrain says a missile attack targeted the headquarters of the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet, which it hosts. Kuwait's Ministry of Defense says that Ali Al Salim Air Base came under attack by a number of ballistic missiles, all of which were intercepted by Kuwaiti air defense systems. Saudi Arabia loud explosions were heard in the Saudi capital, Riyadh, the AFP news agency reported. Saudi Arabia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs issued a statement standing in solidarity with Qatar, Jordan, Bahrain, Kuwait, and the UAE. Iraq, a drone attack reportedly attempted to target Erbil International Airport, but air defenses intercepted it. Jordan missiles have been intercepted over Amman, and flaming debris fell near a house. There were no reported injuries. U.S. military presence in the Middle East. The U.S. has operated military bases in the Middle East for decades. According to the Council on Foreign Relations, the U.S. operates a broad network of military sites, both
we are prepared for.
This is the alarm, by the way, that we all get on our phones here in Doha when there's an urgency. And so the National Emergency Alert System has gone off here in Qatar. The Defense Ministry in Qatar announcing just a short while ago that an Iranian missile has been intercepted here in Qatar, warning citizens basically to take shelter. Let's bring in Alan Fisher in Washington, D.C. Apologies, there's a bit of chaos in the newsroom, as you can imagine, because this is also happening here in Qatar. Our emergency systems going off here.
Makes sense. Going on in Bahrain.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, okay. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, okay.
Yeah, so basically U.S.-ish everywhere and everywhere. That's an impressive beast. We got Gerald Ford. I thought there was gonna be a casket, Ron. What happened? How'd that go? How'd that work out for you, buddy? See, I don't buy it. You're telling me this little shitty Sumar can go 2,500 fucking kilometers. It's about as big as that. Smaller. Are you? About the same. All right. suspicious. I don't have hypersonics, bro. Don't full of shit. Yeah, Israel's got significantly better missiles. Not exactly shocking on that front, though. Let's be real. Four to 70 kilometers on the Iron Dome. David Sling, 40 to 300. Arrow system up to 2400, and then the THAAD. THAAD's about on par with David's Sling from the look of it. The Iranian people look pretty happy. I can't lie. Look at these fucking lame crybabies. You believe in international law? No, international law is fake and gay. Arguably, all laws are fake and gay unless you can enforce them with violence, because that's what it comes down to. I welcome anybody to go to whatever country of their choice and begin breaking laws. And I assure you, at some point, they're going to use violence against you to enforce those laws. And that's the reality of how laws work. So, if you don't have the ability to impart the violence to enforce the law doesn't exist. You have civil agreement, but when that stops being, when someone chooses to stop just civilly accepting it, what do you do? What do you do? They're breaking the law. You've asked them nicely to stop. What are you going to do? I'll wait, you know. What are you going to impart sanctions on them? Oh, we put sanctions on them. Okay, they still haven't stopped. Now what? Yeah. You see what I mean? Laws are literally only rules if at the furthest extreme end of the spectrum and scale, the authority has the violence to enact it. That's a given. So yeah, no, international law is fake and gay, and it doesn't exist because there's not a country that can enforce such a thing against America. Like, they can do whatever they want, but the reality is they rely on us for their military. They all rely on us massively for fucking economical purposes. Like, America's one of every $4 spent globally. Like, so like, yeah, it kind of is fake and gay because you have no way to enforce it. Laws require enforcement. If you can't enforce it, it's not a law. It's a platitude. International law is a platitude. That's fucked up, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying disobey the law and go be violent. I'm just saying, arguably and conceptually, laws only exist if you have the ability to enforce them. And ultimately, the pinnacle of enforcement is violence. You don't have the violence to enforce with, you don't really have enforcement, because the moment people stop civilly agreeing to said enforcement, guess what? You have to use the violence. That's like, and I get it. It sounds horrible. Yeah, I know, because it's like uncivil and what have you. Again, we're not advocating for it. We're just explaining it conceptually. But like, the reality, it does. It extends to all law. That's what law is. That's the authorities redefining of lines you do not cross, lest potentially face violence via enforcement. And as we've gone through time and become more civilized, and people do operate a lot more with civil agreement, the violence has become less necessary. Hey, you did this. It's not good. Here's your citation. You need to show up in court. Civilly agree. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know I fucked up. I'll show up in court and we'll hash this out. But when the person does not civilly agree, and they say, fuck your citation, fuck your court, fuck you, fuck that law, what do? I mean, realistically, what do you do at that point without violence as an option for enforcement? There's nothing you can do. So people need to like pull their head out of their ass and like grasp what fucking reality is. Civil agreement's great. I'm not saying we should do away with it. But let's not like sit here and delude ourselves that because we civilly agree that means everybody everywhere will always forever civilly agree. Right. I don't know. People are wild, man. They like live in a bubble. It's all very interesting to like watch unpack though. Watching the world realize that international law is fake and gay and it means fucking nothing. At least not against the United States of America. But to be fair, we've already seen it means nothing. Russia's been sanctioned for God knows how long, and fucking Cuba, like it doesn't do anything. It's just an empty fucking platitude, and like you go fuck yourself over there, and I'll stay over here, and we'll both stew about it. Iran's finished? No, the Islamic regime of Iran is finished, and maybe the name. I don't know. I don't know. Anyone got thoughts on that? I don't know how to run a poll, but what do you guys think? If they do successfully a revolution, do you think they'll keep the name, or do you think they'll change it back to Persia or something reflective of like their actual heritage? I don't know. We can ask Grok. See what Grok thinks. Hey Grok, what do you think? Oh yeah, and I gave my Grok autism. At least I did a while back. I don't know if it still has it, but me and Grok had a hash out, and Grok got autism. It was contagious. What you got for me, Grok? Oh, you're on expert. You're gonna really, really think about it. All right. Good. Good. You're on Reddit and Facebook now, Grok. That's really good odds. Very high odds. 85, 95. Okay, so then the name basically is urgent. But see, yeah, no, it switched from Persia to Iran less than 100 years ago. That's not even that old. Okay, but it was the people's choice. Hmm. You had to find a name. Hmm. Well, like they give a fuck about a bureaucratic nightmare. Solid point, though. But see, that's exactly why it does make sense, is to like cleanse themselves of the fucking stigma. I don't know, Grok. I don't know. I mean, you make some solid point, but I don't know if an AI truly understands the level of petty that humans will go to. What do you guys think? You think petty will win out?
Nice to meet you. I'm Perk60 Wolf. Don't forget to follow.
Hmm. Interesting to say the least.
Brave people of Iran in their struggle against what is an oppressive regime. Ayatollah Khamenei was...
Holy shit. An Australian with balls. See what this man has to say.
...was responsible for the regime's ballistic missile and nuclear...
It's been confirmed he's dead.
...program, support for armed proxies, and its brutal acts of violence and intimidation.
At least Iran confirms.
Against its own people. This claimed countless lives in Iran, but also internationally. He was responsible for orchestrating attacks on Australian soil. His passing will not be mourned. We have not been immune from the impacts of the regime's actions right here in Australia. Our valued Iranian Australian community, that is 50,000 strong, see what happens overseas, and it understandably affects them greatly as they fear for the safety and security of family and friends. We've also seen at least 2 attacks orchestrated by the IRGC on Australian soil in 2024, including the firebombing of the Adar Synagogue in Melbourne, aimed at creating fear amongst Jewish Australians, but also aimed at dividing our nation. While we aren't directly active in the current military strikes, we have been clear and acted on our utter rejection of the brutal Iranian regime. Last year, we expelled Iran's ambassador. That is the first time an ambassador has been expelled from Australia since the Second World War. And that underlines how seriously we took the gravity of...
I mean, he's still a cuck, but at least he kind of had a ball. Not ball, the ball. One, singular. He mustered up a ball. Hold on. We got an Asman video on the topic. Shit, we may just watch that. At least some of it. Because that saves me a lot of stuff down.
So, Minister of Defense, dead. Head of the Supreme Military, dead. Advisor to the Supreme Leader, dead. Commander of the Revolutionary Guard, dead. And Chairman of SP&D, dead. Former Chairman, dead. The head of the Intel, dead. That's it. They're all dead. Wow. And senior defense officials tell Fox News the United States agrees with Israeli assessment that Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei is dead, along with 5 or 10 other top leaders in the Iranian government who were all meeting at... So wait a minute. Are you telling me that we just waited for them all to get into one building and then we just blew up the building?
Hold on. I'm going to go add that. OS and... No, not iOS. Alright, sorry about that. Gotta pick up good drip feed.
All right, finally. All right, go. Just AoE farming them. Yes, exactly. So they're just sitting around. So that means that, you know what's funny is that means that we were tracking every single one of them the entire time. This entire thing where they thought that they were getting away with it and, oh, well, they're not going to be able to find us and everything. We already knew where all of them were the whole time. The moment that they all got together, we blew them up.
Yeah, I guess that pretty much sums it up right there, doesn't it? Plain and concise. War is over in 24 hours, right? What do you guys think? You think that'll be it? Just one day, 24 hours, in, out, boom, bang? Or do you think that statement right there will carry more weight? I mean, to be fair, that sentence may carry enough weight that it does end in 24 hours. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Why would an American commander be in like a random building, bro? Imagine being retarded. That looks like he's reaching out for a nutsack. Let me just fondle it a little bit. Yeah. That doesn't look like people fleeing in fear. For one, you wouldn't be running in like a tightly packed group, bro. Imagine being retarded. Holy shit. Oh, is someone mad that these two aren't helping? What are they gonna do, bro? This one's got enough problems of his own he's dealing with. I don't know about this one. He's just doing his thing. But yeah, like the fuck's Putin gonna say? One could argue we're essentially doing what he tried to do in Ukraine, and that'd be the argument that I would make if someone like that questioned me about some shit like that. I'd be like, oh, really? Well, what do you got going on in Ukraine? You were saying you were saying something about something. Like, we're just energy matching, but big dog, just energy matching. But yeah, I don't know why anyone would think either of them would do anything. Neither of them have like ever stepped in to do anything ever. I mean, this one a little bit maybe with like Wagner Group once or twice, and they got just painted into the desert, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I don't know, that had nothing to do with me. Yeah." Okay, about people, whatever. I want to hear about like new and actual like. Ooh, what's this? What's this? E4B night watch Queen Day playing. Who gives a fuck? I don't believe. Don't believe. The plane's already on the ground. It went fucking to Georgia, bro. It's like an hour and a half flight. Yeah, we've seen lots of celebrating people. There should be no shortage of those videos.
But Trump had said, I'm not thrilled by the outcome. I'm, on regime change, etc. So it was very clear that the Americans wanted a regime change because their close ally, the Israelis, wanted that. This war is being fought because the Iranian establishment
People dancing.
continued to be a huge threat to Israel.
Just
And
happy
Israel
people, I guess.
wanted the Islamic regime in Iran to be eliminated and a new system to be put in place there. America is Israel's closest ally.
I think people are honestly overhyping all this. From everything I can see is basically done. And you'll have some lazy normalizing. World War III. Oh, nice. Lasted an hour. Okay, maybe 8. Hey, we're on par.
Incoming ad break.
Keep it within a single day, like we did in the first time. That's why I think it should have been called Operation Praying Mantis 2.0. It'd have been funny. The snark would have been there. It'd have been good. I'm telling you.